Now then, people, good evening and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you're all doing well. As you can see, I've got someone with me today, and I will introduce her in just a sec. We did try actually get Danny on a few weeks back on. I think it might... Was it a final word or was it just... I can't remember.
It was the last final word.
It was. It was the last final word in prep for the new season, and you had issues with the Wi-Fi. However... Danny has gone to great lengths. Listen to this, folks, right? She's got the longest Ethernet cable ever known to man and has thrown it by herself over the house, climbed on the roof to get this Ethernet cable in. So, dedication to the cause. I want everyone to welcome Danny. Me and Danny have spoke Leeds for a while over social media for quite some time. And, I just said, look, would you ever fancy coming on? And you know, she said yes. So we're here. Danny, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, I've been watching you for years. All Leeds TV days, like really early. I think you were in a garage.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, since back then. So
yeah, that's like 6 years ago.
Yeah, long time. Like yeah. During lockdown, you guys were kind of my friends.
Yeah.
Because I was nearly on my own most of it.
Yeah, there was a lot of that actually during lockdown, like because I think that was when we first started like let's go live every day because of lockdown and then it just like really snowballed from there. So it was great, and it's great to have you on, Danny. Honestly, it's great. We had Lucy the other day as well. We have Evie regularly on, and it's great to see new faces in the space for sure. But yeah, we will get into some Leeds stuff. Before we do, folks, we've had some updates 7 hours ago now, but there has been several updates since then. But from Sky Sports, Leeds are in talks over the signing of Feyenoord winger Igor Paixao. No official offer as of yet, but every single like news report we get, it's like we're getting closer. Like we had one from Sasha Taglieri as well, who's a well-respected journalist in the space. He also updated us 4 hours ago to say Leeds United fully approved the deal now for Paixao, viewing him as able to make an immediate impact because there was a lot of conversation, I think, by the club behind the scenes, but it looks now everyone's gone, yeah, let's push ahead. So there are internal discussions going there between us and Feyenoord. They have already rejected a bid from Olympique Marseille, I believe. I think Leeds will obviously push ahead and try and get close to the 40-odd million that they want. I think this is Rafinha Mark II. That's what it's been named as, Danny. You know, he's Brazilian. He's a left winger. I know Rafinha played on the right. We just hope, right? This goes one of two ways. You've got Rafinha or you've got Sinisterra. Because Sinisterra also came in from Feyenoord. There was a lot of, fanfare about his signature, and obviously we've seen how that went. I don't know if you know the player from before. I didn't until this window, but he's the one that's got everyone talking, right?
Yeah, no, like you, I don't watch too much football outside of where Leeds is at. Yeah, exactly. So I'll probably watch all the Premier League, well, as much Premier League as I can consume this season, and that'll be it. But when we were first linked, and then, if I'm honest with you, I saw Lockie's reaction.
Yeah, that's always a barometer, isn't it?
We might have a good player here. Let me go have a look. And when it went silent and everyone's going, that's off, I've been banging on about it to everyone. Yeah. I got a message yesterday from a good friend of mine saying he's going to need a restraining order. We've been going on about him that much. But I have to say to what you said, and I know it's probably not popular in the space because of what happened with Sinisterra. If he hadn't had the injuries that he had,
exactly,
it was good for us. You know, he's kind of not a way up of his talent. So if we have that talent without the injury and with a different attitude to treat the club differently, you know, we're still on to a good player.
One. Yeah.
However, Sinisterra now, you know.
Yeah. No, I think you bang on. I think you bang on the money, and I think it's one that would make other football clubs as well take note. I guess we've looked at Sunderland at early parts of the window and gone, oh wow, they're beating us to players. Sorry, if Leeds United were to get this guy, it'd be huge. I mean, he's been linked to Arsenal previously. He's been linked to some big clubs. So if Leeds United were to get him in, it's a bit of a coup, isn't it? And I actually think as well, I don't know if you're aware, Danny, but he's injured currently and wouldn't be available in about September. But I actually think that aids Leeds United because it probably wards off some of the bigger clubs who go, well, we need him to be ready from game week 1, so let him go there. Do you know?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And although, of course, you don't take risks in the Premier League with survival if you're Leeds United, is Ramazani serviceable? And then we can see if he's a viable second option for a month.
Yeah, exactly.
He probably is, because when he was on his form last season, he was great. You know, and we can't forget that he was in La Liga.
Yeah, of course.
So, you know, for me, if we can get it done, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
With
and like you say, the season starts on August 18th. He's going to be out for a month, if that. You know, it's not too bad, is it?
No, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. And especially the way we're building. I mean, I nearly had a wobbler at the weekend. You watch too much me, Danny. That's what that is, because I was wobbling. Do you know, one of the reasons I love watching you is when I'm wobbling, you normally calm me down. But then if you're having a wobbler as well, I'm like that. Oh, God. It's just like twofold. It's twofold. You can't put me in the good mood. I'm just like, oh, bloody hell. Leeds are doing a Leeds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was. It did look touchy for a period, and then all of a sudden, like Longstaff. Yeah, Longstaff will probably be announced tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anton Stack looks like it's progressing well, and I've just seen online now that they are pushing ahead for Ndidi from Leicester as Stack's replacement. So that's now out there. So it looks like they're getting their ducks in a row. So again, he could be on his way soon. So it's what started or the back end of the week, which was really poor. We're now going to be finishing this week in a much better place, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah.
It's huge. What have you made to the window so far with the signings that we've made? Obviously, we've got Biol in the door, Bornau, Metcher, and of course a new left back in Gabriel Goodmanson. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, everyone was saying that we don't just need some star players, I suppose, like we did last time with Orta's signings. Yeah. We needed to thicken out the squad. Mm-hmm. We knew that because, you know, when we're thin, it can be a worry. Ampadu not being in centre midfield is a worry for us when he has to slip back. So you knew that you needed to do all that. So I'm happy with the signings we've got so far. Bijol seems like a coup. You know, he seems like a great player, and Goodmanson seems like, I don't know much about him past sort of what's been shared, but like he'll do a job. Yeah. And then obviously just some backups, really. Even a third striker with Nemecha, really. You know. Yeah,
I think so. I think it's we're lifting the floor of the squad, aren't we? You know what I mean? They're like floor raisers with the likes of Bornau, Metcher, and that coming in, and we're not having to. You know, we can finally say to someone like Gelhardt, okay, we can let you leave now because we're not going to need you. So, we've just had this in from NJ LUFC. I've lived in Netherlands for a couple of years now. He's a serious player, way beyond where Leeds are currently at, and would be a ridiculous signing. 40 million to stay up is absolutely worth it. I think that seems to be the price. 40 million euros. Leeds United could get him, say, like 35 with add-ons potentially, and look, at the end of the day, I think Leeds, what they have done really well is get their defenders and their midfielders at decent prices. Someone like Longstaff for 15, Stack for about 17. We now need to see the big money spent on forward players because that's where it counts. I mean, we'll talk about Muniz in a second, but he continues to be linked and he's going to be about 35 rising. But that's where the big money goes, right? On the forward players.
Yeah, I think it seems clear that like we're not pinching money because they're not wanting to spend. They're pinching because they know the big money needs to go up top. Yeah. You know, as good as our attacking players were for the Championship? Are they good enough for the Premier League? We need to add a bit of star power.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I'm not saying this properly, but Sam Allardyce, I know, but Sam Allardyce said that we were missing like a world-class player in our squad at that time. Because obviously Rafinha had gone, Calvin Phillips had gone, whatever's happened to him after.
Yeah.
So, you know, we need some of that big spend in some top players. And I think, I'm sure that's what they've been doing. I'm trying to trust them based on seasons rather than 20 years of bad ownership.
Exactly. It's like Jay says here from Ought to Know Better, are we worrying less about the recruitment team now? Not going to lie, we're starting to worry too. I think I'll always have wobbles during the transfer window. It is what it is, you know. The facts are, and I said this to Joe, Leeds United could sign a whole new 11 in the first week of the window and we'd all be buzzing. But then by week 3, we'd be going, right, well, we need some more. Even though we had enough, it's because of the transfer window and how it's been built up. And when you're not doing anything, it looks like you're being inactive or not doing enough. So it doesn't, we could sign a player every day. And if we didn't for one day, we'd all be going, why haven't we signed someone today? It's just the nature of the beast, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think if we signed even Paixao, we'd all be so excited about tomorrow.
Yeah.
If we haven't signed a goalkeeper in 2 weeks, we'll all be having a meltdown. Of
course. Yeah.
And they've shared a couple of Melier pictures. We'll all be having, including me, I'll be having an internal, I might be having an external by that point, wobbler. That is just what we're like.
You'll be back on the roof again. This time not to like put a cable in, you'll just be shouting at the top of your voice on the roof.
True.
Yeah. In terms of the goalkeeper, actually, just switching to that, we've been linked to Perri, who's at Lyon. Lyon have now been, they're no longer relegated. They've found the money, but they still need to sell loads of players because there's issues there. For me, there's something nice about potentially getting 3 Brazilians in the door, you know, like I have a little, I know it's not like the Ronaldinho R9 days. They're not the same Brazil as they once were, but still Brazilians are ballers, aren't they? It'd be nice to have a couple of, a trio of Brazilians.
They're still up there, aren't they? One of the best nations.
Of course, yeah.
You know, their second team could beat out most nations in the world.
Yeah.
So I think we all get excited at South American players, especially Brazil or Argentina.
Yeah, it's true. But we do need a goalkeeper. Who would you start at the weekend? I know it's just a friendly against Manchester United. If you can call it a friendly, it's more of a money spinner for both clubs. It's in Sweden. I hear what you're saying, because I actually think there might be a meltdown if he starts against Manchester United on Saturday, even though it's just like our first pre-season friendly.
I really think it depends if the club's had input. I could see the club saying start him.
Yeah.
So he's in the shop window.
Fair.
If he makes a howler, then it doesn't pan out. But if he actually pulls off a good save or two, then I could see them thinking that way. If I was Daniel Farke, I'd be starting Darlow, because he's probably our number 2 next year. Yeah, in my opinion. So I really think it depends. Yeah. Because it is a moneymaker and they are thinking about the market.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's a good point, actually, you make if Melier did start, had a good game. I mean, Man United, to be fair, their goalkeeper Onana's injured, so they might even say, oh, well, we'll take him after this game if he has a good game. So
they can have him.
Yeah.
Bike train fare, don't want no money.
Yeah. That'd be brilliant. Rodrigo Muniz, then the striker at Fulham. Fulham have been quite bullish, saying it won't happen. We need extra strikers as it is. But the club and those behind the scenes and forums and bits you see from Graham, there's a quiet confidence from Leeds that we can still get that one done. Again, it's going to cost 30 to 35 million, but we do need a proven Premier League scorer. And Muniz is that. He has scored goals when he's played for Fulham. It's a type of profile of striker we need. And you could argue then if we did get him in, we've got enough up top then with Pirro, with Bamford, with Mecha. I know the dreaded B word, but I do think with them as a 4, I think you're sorted, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, because then you've got your guaranteed players for maybe cups.
Yeah.
Especially the lower levels, depending where we get to, and if we decide to throw a cup. depending what we do with that. And then you've kind of got Perri, Demecha, in my opinion, and Muniz as our starters, one, and then Perri, and then Demecha.
Exactly, yeah.
And I think it's quite clear that's what the case is. Bamford does seem to have put himself in the window, so I think it's clear that he knows he's going to be fourth choice, if not gone.
Yeah.
If he can't find a club.
Yeah.
So I get the meltdowns because I've had times when I've absolutely been sick of him. But you know, if he is there to just train and play cup games, then that's what it is, and that's fine. He's got 1 year left. We had a few good years with him. That's all right. But Muniz seems perfect for us. I could, you know, if we did get a player like that, I could see it being like Bamford's first season, a different type of player, 100%. But that 15, 17 goals, you know, just his goal per minute kind of, goal per minute is really good. He'd be a good fit for us, I think, especially with our attacking players already.
100%. 100%, and then you have, you know, the likes of James, Paixao, Nonto, Ramazani aiding that. I think we'll be all right with Muniz. I think we'll be all right. And to be honest, I think for me personally, I'm quite confident. I'm quite bullish. I know we've not kicked a ball yet, but I'm looking around the division and seeing what Leeds are doing and thinking, do you know what? I think we're going to be all right. I actually think this league's going to be very competitive. I don't think even with the stuff Sunderland are doing, and both us and Sunderland are big clubs, I think we're going to give it a real go. I'm not too sure on Burnley, but hey, that's more so because of Parker and stuff. But I don't. Where you at with it, Danny? Are you confident quietly or?
Yeah, I am, and I think if we get a Paixao or a Muniz, and that for me is, it's not a banker. It's going to be a hard season. We know we're going to see ourselves lose more than we do win. Yeah, but I think it gives us a really good chance. Yeah, you know, because I look at Sunderland as well, and like you said, they're a big club. I didn't want them to go up because they're a big club.
A lot of people said that, actually.
Yeah, because, you know, my friends say, oh, it'd be great, 2 big clubs back up. And I said, we don't want them back up. We want Bristol or even Sheffield United, because they'd have come up, spent some money and gone back down most probably. Yeah. With no offence to them, but just something's not clicking in that club at the moment. Yeah. But, you know, for me, they had such a young team coming up and they're recruiting such a young team currently. With the way the Premier League is now, I think it's a gamble. I think they're recruiting great players, but they might be great players that could need 2 seasons.
Yeah, no, and I guess with anything, Danny, any transfer's a gamble, innit? You know what I mean?
Of course.
That's the nature of the beast.
You could pay for Muniz. He comes in and something. Let's not say it, but something happens.
Imagine, and then we're like, oh, wow, what a blast from the past. West Ham, sorry, just to pivot, West Ham is delighted to confirm the appointment of Casper Ankrigan as their first choice goalkeeper coach. Wow, what a blast from the past that is. I remember him playing for us back in the Champions League. Yeah. Dave Long says, how can you be confident until you see? Just based on the names, Dave, I think that's what I'm alluding to. I think we're talking as though we get Muniz and one of the keepers linked, of course. If we don't get anyone, then that confidence wanes. But I think the majority of people, and I think me and Danny think, well, we're basing that on us getting someone of the quality of a Muniz or Muniz himself. So, there you go.
If we're done now, we're down.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we know that. It's having faith that we're going to keep rolling.
Yeah.
And doing the right thing and building forward, and then sort out the goalkeeper whenever they've sorted out whatever disagreement they've got going on there.
Yeah. I've just been reminded as well, obviously, I don't know if you've seen it. I'm assuming you will have. The new away kit. What have you made? What a beauty that is.
Oh, it's gorgeous. As soon as not long after I woke up, I saw was it the video? It was the video first.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And obviously we'd seen the shirt, but in the video it just looks something else.
Yeah. I don't know why you disappeared to there.
It's all right. Yeah, I'm just somewhere
there for a second.
It's all right. But you know, it just looks incredible, and then having the old players come back as well. And then as soon as they released the link to sell it, I went on your link and bought it.
Well, it's funny you say that because I'm going to mention it now because there is a link in the comments. There is a link in the description. There's also a QR code now as well, folks. And what you'll see flashing around, I'm going to take this off in a second because obviously me and Danny are on, but I just wanted to show you there is a QR code and there will be the latest drops from the Leeds United store just circling. So you can see there the goalkeeper shirt, etc. So whenever anything new drops, I'll put that on there and then and just take it from there. And obviously Match Bingo still sponsoring as well, folks, but I just wanted to bring that up. I've ordered mine, like I say, so I think it's going to be here on Wednesday or something, between Monday and Wednesday, I don't know, but yeah, it's up there, isn't it? It's one of the best ones for a long time. You say that, don't we? Because we got the yellow one was amazing though, weren't it?
I was going to say that's my favourite in a long time is the yellow one still. Until maybe when I see the blue one in person, I'll feel different. For me, the blue one, I love it, but it would have. The one thing that had just pushed it over the edge for me is if the badge had been bigger, because those old school shirts had a bigger, slightly bigger badge, and I love that. I loved that on the shirts.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it. But I was watching the square ball earlier, and Dan said that the away shirt next year might be even better.
Really?
So it seems like we've got, some good away shirts in a row
100%.
for a while. So
yeah, it
makes me think we're moving towards that first tier.
Getting
more stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And like this season, I saw like Newcastle do their video for the announcement of theirs, and they're with Adidas, and then you see our video, and you go, "All right, okay, yeah, we're starting to mix it with the big boys." And Adidas see us as a, one of them top clubs. I was actually talking to Locks about it this morning because he said he hates their kits because they just get the stock kit year after year after year, but if you don't sell great numbers, then they're not going to put a lot of work into it, are they? But as we know, Leeds, like the video says, always takes more. They always bloody spend more. They always buy more. We always just do everything to the nth degree. I'm going to just quickly pivot to outgoings. Reason being, I seen an article just before coming live, so I didn't know this, but any fee upwards of 3 million that we get for Jack Harrison would go down as a profit. And I didn't realise it would be as little as that. So I've been saying I don't mind him staying all summer. But the fact that we get Paixao and anything over 3 is a profit from a PSR perspective, I think it's an easy sell now. I think there's buyers out there that would give us, because I assume that the club would want to try and recoup, 11. The 10, 11. I don't think you're going to get that, though. So the fact that we only have to sell him for more than 3, it's not bad, is it?
No. I mean, in my head, I'm thinking, could you get 5?
Yeah.
I know some people might expect more, but his last 2 seasons weren't great.
Yeah. And I think... Go on.
He's not going to, for me... I mean, if he stays, he stays. When he pulls on the shirt, obviously he'll get booed. But when he pulls on the shirt, I want him to do well because I want Leeds to do well. But for me, I don't really want him in my club. I don't really want him in my club.
No, I know there's a lot of people like that. Jamie, it doesn't work like that, bro. It gets amortized over their contract. So, for example, we paid 11 million for him. We give him a 4-year deal. He gets to the 3rd year, whatever, 4 divided by 11. I don't know what that is. But that figure then is then amortized over his next contract. That's how it works. That's why James, for example, when we bought him for 25, we gave him a new deal. What was left was then amortized over that contract, which is why we gave him 4 years, which has then meant that money then goes towards someone like a Goodmanson, etc. So that's why they threw that in there, I believe. So yeah, look, it's going to be a PSR profit, and I think there is a chance that Everton could still take him just because they don't have a load of money. They lost loads of players who were out of contract, and Moyes has said he likes him, so that might be one that happens maybe later on in the window. But to be fair, Isaac Johnson said if he isn't on the plane for Germany, then that's the decision made. And I guess we'll see that, actually, Danny, when we go to Germany in about a week or two's time. Whoever's on that plane, we know the manager really ideally wants them as part of the squad.
Yeah.
Is there anyone for you that you would sell and would be happy selling if it meant, you brought in XYZ?
Of our team from last year?
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose the greedy fan in me says no.
Yeah,
because the ones that are worth much are good, even if it's for the bench. But if I'm trying to put a sensible head on, and it's not one, it's one that's mentioned that could go, but normally it's mentioned between Ramazani or actually Joseph for me could go, but it has to be the right money.
Yeah.
He would ideally go out on loan, in my opinion, because I think there's a talented player there, and if he has a great season, obviously you get a higher value the next year, or you can bring him back depending just how good the season was. But I feel like it seems quite clear he's moving on, so I was kind of ignoring him in the question. Other than him, I wouldn't really want to get rid of Strauch, and I wouldn't get rid of Ramazani either, because I think we did see flashes of real talent.
100%.
If I was to part with anyone, which is strange because we've seen more from him over the time, but it would be probably Nonto.
Yeah.
I don't want him to go.
No, of course. But if someone were to put in a bid or whatever.
Put in a good enough bid. Yeah. Because really we got a good 3-4 months. I'm not actually even sure how long it was, but it wasn't even the full season.
No.
And then, but he's a good player. I wouldn't want to sell him. But if we absolutely had to get some money in, he's the one I'd probably entertain over Strauch and Ramazani. Yeah, I think so.
I think that's fair. Like if you to weigh them options up that are maybe on the periphery, because a lot of people have mentioned Strauch, but then you look at it and go, well, if we sell Strauch, we need another centre back then.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
Strauch could be easier to replace, but you are just replacing him like for like, and I imagine it'll be similar money. So it just doesn't seem worth it.
Yeah,
with Strauch.
But what we do, I guess, have to I guess, lean on is the fact that Nonto was really good in the Prem money for a period of time. We hope that maybe we get to see flashes of that again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, in the year, I might be saying I was wrong. Thank God we kept him. Because we definitely saw parts where he was unbelievable.
Yeah.
But if we have to sell someone for money, and Joseph isn't going for money, considering all we're being propositioned with at the moment, looks like a loan.
It's a loan, it's a bit mad, isn't it? Yeah. I just for the chat as well, we're not saying we want to sell Nonto. We were having a conversation that if someone was to be sold that was on the on the periphery, would it be someone like that? Sonny mentions Schmidt in the chat as well. That's an interesting one because we don't know what's going to happen there, because his agent's been talking about, he needs to play, it's a World Cup year. I don't think he's going to play, do you? So there might be a world in which it's going to be like the shortest stay as a Leeds player, I think, because I think he could be sold.
Yeah, what did we pay for him? Do you remember?
Was it about 5, chat? I don't know. Someone will remind me. I don't think it was expensive. But
he didn't play a lot.
No, but having come to Leeds, he somehow got a call up to the national squad, and he hadn't even played. So, we can sell that. Well, he's now 1.6. Someone said 3, 3.3, 3.3.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I could see that. You see, the only reason I mentioned Nonto over someone like a Schmidt is just we paid 5 million for him. How much money do we owe?
Yeah.
Surely you could get 20. Surely. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm way off it and don't understand the market. But you'd have thought.
It's all guesswork anyway. That's what half of the journals do on Twitter as well. Everyone keeps tagging me in that Sasha guy's tweets as well, and I keep telling people he's just a pace job merchant. So if you're watching, try not to tag me in that one, because every time I see him, I go, wanker. Yeah. What would you do in terms of selection on Saturday, Danny? Are you looking at, would you do, I guess as fans, we just want to see the new signings. So I'd be like, if Metch is fit enough, play him. If Bonu and Biol are fit enough, start them. Do you know what I mean? Just so we can go to play, isn't he? So we just want to see the new signings, right?
Yeah, I think so. We want to see what we've got there. Yeah. I mean, is there a chance that they put out their youngsters like they did last year, I think.
To be honest, I wouldn't say so, Danny. I mean, they're in dire straits. I think they barely have. I mean, some of them will be youngsters, but I guess last time we were in the Champo, it'll be different this time, I think. They've only signed one player, Mateus Cunha. Outside of that, it's the same squad. There's no Rashford, there's no Malacia, there's no Garnacho there in the bomb squad. So, yeah, I think it's not looking good for them. I think we beat them, you know.
This weekend, you do?
Yeah, I think we beat them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could. Yeah, I think we could. I think we beat them in the league.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have a shocking season.
Yeah. They don't have the goalkeeper either. I mean, even though he's crap, but that by end of the second choice isn't much better either. So I do think we'll beat them. And to be fair, we might have Longstaff as well, because I think he'll get announced tomorrow, because by all accounts he had his medical today. So
yeah, I thought it might be announced tonight, but yeah, it looks like it's probably a tomorrow job. Yeah,
tomorrow, and then we roll on to next week, get in stack, see what we can do with Paixao and Muniz, and then we go out to Germany. It's getting closer though. Like, obviously it's 18th tomorrow. My daughter's 14th birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, Mel. It's just a month away. Away. We kick off on 18th of August. Are you excited? I'm starting to get really excited now. I can't lie.
Yeah, I am. Like I said, just a week ago, it's crazy how much football dictates how you feel. I was dreading it, because I was thinking we're not moving quick enough. We won't have our team together, and all of a sudden it looks like two are well on the way in. Yeah. And we're making contact. So, you know, it does seem like, I say move in silence. Obviously, it gets leaks, but they themselves move quite silently. So yeah, I'm definitely excited. I mean, it's where we belong. These are the games you want to play, and you know, even winning in the championship, it just doesn't come close to me. You know, as good as it feels and being promoted feels and all that stuff, it doesn't come close to.
Yeah, it'll never. I mean, the parade was amazing. Obviously, that was just unreal. But I know what you're saying. Like, it didn't feel as good this time as it did that first time under Bielsa, even though it was in COVID, because it had been so long. And like, once we've been up for 3 seasons, like, well, that's where we should be now. Whereas before Bielsa came in, it was always like, we've got no chance of getting there. We were always 13th, we were always 14th, we flirted with playoffs, then we dropped out, and it was like, we're just doomed. And then Bielsa came in, and that, I don't think that'll ever be matched in terms of the emotion I felt then. But the next big thing is for me, it's like Europe. That's the next big thing, you know, that maybe could compare with getting promoted out of the championship under Bielsa. But that's a long way off yet. I think. Just looking at this, Leeds have fully approved Igor Paixão. Slight hesitation since the pricing, but it now looks like they're on board. That's from Sasha Tavulari. I do think I touched on that later on. Well, at least there does seem to be cohesion behind the scenes. The one that there isn't cohesion on, if you believe reports, is there is no sort of like goalkeeper number one that they want yet. We've been linked to every man and his dog, but we still don't know or seem to know who they want. So that needs to get sorted really soon, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I mean, I do think that's one we could look at after, if we, you know, do get approval for Paixao or whatever it is. I'm sure they're looking at it now. I'm sure they discuss every position every day, and they've probably made contact with people we have no idea about. Yeah. But if, you know, that is one that they could come to an agreement over the next week, and then probably get, depending who they want, I suppose, get done quite quickly.
Of course.
You know, it's obviously one of the most important positions we needed filling, because Melia's just not up to it, and Darlow's probably not off the level we need either.
No, I wouldn't have thought so either. Neither really should be starting in the Premier League, and it'd be a nightmare. Like, if I saw Melia again in the Premier League. Like, I feel really bad, because I did really like him for a period of time, but I just think, having seen what he was like last year, he's massively going backwards, and if he was in goal trying to deal with crosses in the Premier League, I just think, yeah, it'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
You know, strangely, because obviously he played well for us for a time, I'm not sure his confidence can handle the pressure of Leeds. Because obviously when it was going well, he kept performing well. But as soon as things turned a little bit, he's never been the same player again. He can pull out the odd great save.
Yep, true.
But I do think, you know, it's an old trope and it's something we say all the time, but the shirt's heavy.
Yeah.
I think you have to be able to carry it.
I think secretly when Farke probably made the decision to take him out, he probably went home that night and went, you know, like breathed a sigh of relief. It wouldn't surprise me.
No.
Because, like you say, it was costing us a lot. Steve says it was said on Sky Sports News that Leeds goalkeeper is low priority due to less time needed to adapt to the system, which I think is fair enough. You know, I've said that before. Like the keeper is there to kick and save, whereas you know if you're if they're putting all their eggs on Paixao, Muniz stack right now, do that. Get someone like that over the line, and we'll see what happens. Kershaw says, my mate's in Stockholm, says Leeds have taken over all the boozers. Manchester United are nowhere to be seen. Scum are nowhere to be seen. Yeah, the game. Well, the game's Saturday, so they've gone over tonight, Thursday. They're partying already. There you go. Preseason is well underway. Danny, is there anything else you want to bring to the table?
Not overly, but just you know the difference that a week can make is unbelievable. You know, like a week ago, I'd have said, no, we're going straight back down. This isn't looking good. We're not moving quick enough. And now I think we can survive 16th, 15th. We can do this. And I'm even starting to go, which, as long as it's not at the cost of us, I'm going, maybe Sunderland can do it as well. Maybe we can buy it.
I tend to agree with you. I don't think Ellen Road or Stadium Alike any teams will enjoy going to.
No, I don't think so either. It's old-fashioned. Yeah. You know, we're still the old crowd, whether that changes with the stadium development, but it's not done yet.
No,
and not many clubs have what we have anymore.
No, they don't. You're right. Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see. We do have some super chats, so we'll go through these. Chris Leeds says, Joe, you're the man of the hour. Who's too sweet to be sour? The man with the biggest arms and who at the charity match is going to do slot of harm. There you go. You're a poet. And by the way, I do not have big arms at all. But yes, I will be dishing out some tackles. Don't you worry about that. Are you going, Danny? Are you coming along? No?
I don't have a ticket, so I normally work on a Sunday. So we'll have to see on time, but I figured you could buy a ticket last minute.
Yes, you can.
If I'm off. Yeah.
Danny definitely feels pressure now because I've asked her that. She's like, damn, yeah, I'll be there. Mr. Dodo, member now for 17 months. Welcome, brother. Jimmy Glass, the goalkeeper, says, I go Paixao to Brendan Aronson. What your problem is thinking you're in America. This is Brazil. Okay, there you go. I don't get it, Jimmy. I struggled with it. What's your problem is thinking you in America? This is Brazil. Is it a movie quote or something? Oh, no. Paixao said to Brendan Aronson, I don't get it. Danny, can you help?
I think, and I might be wrong, but I think this is where I've seen it. I think it was a TikTok thing where someone in the streets of, I don't actually know what city, but in Brazil, said that, and it's like, this is Brazil, and it kind of, I might be wrong. I might be so wrong. Oh, Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
I've seen it anyway. I saw it on TikTok.
Okay. That's a Fast 5 quote, Joe. It's what Vin Diesel says to The Rock. Guys, I'm going to hold my hands up now. After Fast and Furious 2, the shit. I don't watch them. It's cheesy. It's blowing up cars. It's flying cars. It's going to space. If you enjoy that kind of film, do you? But it's not my kind of film because it's just blowy up, muscle. Look at this. It just doesn't get me going. I prefer a thriller. I like to think, stuff like, I don't know, Usual Suspects, Sixth Sense, all this sort of stuff. Not that shit. So yeah, that's why I didn't get the quote.
Well, if it helps, considering my answer, I've not seen one of them.
Yeah. So
not my thing either.
I did like 2 with Ty. What's he called? The black fellow who did the crypt walk. I can't remember his name. They call me Ron. You ain't heard of me. Yeah, I know that bit. That's it. But yeah, they're not my kind of film. But Jimmy the Glass, thank you for your super chat. Sorry we didn't get it, but people in the chat did. William Morrison said would be a brilliant move for Paixao. I like the way they are building the back with size. Cheers to you both. Yeah, thanks to you as well. Tyrese Gibson, that's the one. Thanks to you as well, Danny, for coming on. How did you?
Thank you for having me.
You shook off the nerves. You smashed it. You did well.
Yeah. Just sunk into it. Just started chatting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like a natural. See, like a natural. We'll have to get you on with Evie and Lucy and get you all going. But yeah, it'd be great. Yeah, well, I think that's it, folks. I think we'll leave it there tonight. Big up to Jack City. I did invite him on, and he said I've gone to the shop. Don't tell me you've just got back from shop 42 minutes later. What did you buy? What did you buy, mate? Thanks for the stream, Joe and Danny. Jack, have you had a word with me? Basically, Jack's missus has got cats. I need to bring the dog. He's trying to sweeten it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, you were just enjoying. There you go, then. You were enjoying this show. Love that, Jack. Good stuff. Right, folks, don't forget as well, it is your last chance to buy Content Creator Cup tickets. £7 adults, £3 children. Kick off 1 o'clock. I'll be there, or will be there from 10:30. We're under strict instructions from Joe B. It's going to be a great day. Loads of fun. Got a proper referee, the lot, man. It's just going to be class. It's going to be great to meet people, and it's for a great charity as well in prostate cancer. So, yeah, come down and join us. Southwest Stadium, John Charles, Southwest Stadium, I think. And remember, if you are in the area and you haven't got a ticket, you can pay on the door as well. So please do join us. You will be seeing Danny throughout the season. I think she's done fantastic tonight. Thank you, Danny, for coming on.
Thank you.
Kershaw says, what time did gates open to get a beer? The bar is going to be open, to be honest. I think we're all going to go there after potentially, or we're going to be hanging about anyway. So yeah, it'll be a great day. Yes, Sam, I think I won't be drinking, but I think a few of us will be about. Of course, man. It's going to be a good day in it, right? So yeah, there we go. I think we'll leave it there. Danny, don't go anywhere because this is what happened. When this goes off, we go, but then when it finishes, I'll bring us back because I did it with Lucy the other day and she just disappeared, and I was like, right.
That's fine. Yeah.
So when the outro plays, we just pop out, you see. But then I'll bring us back. But yeah, thanks, Joe and Danny. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.